Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I was going to do a video of like a get ready with me using the LOVE makeup that I got from the advent calendar. Plus I wanted to tell you all the crazy tea that I experienced when ordering the advent calendar, which is still not finished. So first of all, we're going to use the primer that came with the advent calendar. Obviously all the makeup I'm using came with the advent calendar. If I say different, then you know. But anyway, do you know, so I've never done a get ready with me, so brace yourselves. I'll tell you now, ladies, like, and gents, whoever's watching, I'm not actually great at doing makeup, so it's like, you know, don't expect like MUA style makeup. This is just my makeup that I like to do. It's, as I said, it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be great, but this is just how I like to do my makeup. There we go, a bit of the primer. This is me with absolutely no makeup on, by the way. What do you guys think for a 38-year-old woman? Anyway, let's get into the story of the dramas that I had when ordering the advent calendar. So basically, we all know that the advent calendar, I think it came out on the 1st of August after the LOVE festival, which was on the 31st of July, I remember. I'm not even going to go into the tea what happened to them, all the people who ordered their stuff, and I don't even know if they received it. Have they even received their advent calendars? Who knows? Hold on a second. Right now, I've got to do, I love it how I'm like, right, hold on a minute, everyone. I'm going to do my actual base. They didn't give us anything for base in the LOVE advent calendar, so I just had to go show you guys putting primer on, like nobody knows how to do that. So this is the products that I use. I actually quite like this foundation. It's quite good. It's the IRL filter by Revolution. This is really good for covering up my tattoos and stuff. I don't know why if I got face tattoos if I'm just going to cover them up with makeup, but you know, oh well, that's what I do. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly get this base on off camera, because none of this stuff that I'm going to use actually came from the advent calendar, so there's no point me showing it to you on here. I will do a video where I do a proper get ready with me using everything. You'll be able to see how I do my base, but today this is just strictly LOVE and the products that I got from the advent calendar, so bear with me 1 second. Right, I'm back. So as I said, I just quickly did that off camera because it's not LOVE, but anyway, just to let you guys know, I use the IRL filter and Revolution in F7. And then I also use Max Factor Facefinity Compact in Porcelain, just because I think it gives me a nice finish. I don't know if you guys agree, I like it. I just want to wipe my lips. I always wipe my lips because I hate it when you have makeup on your lips. It drives me nuts. So the only other product you're going to see me use that is not LOVE is when I come to doing a bit of concealer, and that is the Revolution. No, sorry, it's the Maybelline concealer in 00. So anyway, let me just dab this and carry on telling you the story. So yeah, so I ordered the LOVE advent calendar on the 1st of August. And then as soon as I received it, like as soon as I ordered it, they sent me an email saying, like, you know, and I paid for it all in one go. So I paid the $250. I didn't try and, like, you know, pay it over installments. And then they sent me an email saying that, oh, thank you for setting up installments. We're going to take the money out of your account again on the 30th of August. What the hell? But that's one thing. But the other thing that I had is when I tried to order it, I think I was like one of the first 1,000 people or so to order it. And when I tried to order it, a glitch came on the system. It was saying that my area, which I'm not going to say exactly where I live, but I live like probably about 45 minutes drive from their store, that it can't be delivered because my address is too far away. So I couldn't get this thing delivered to my house. I had to select to have it collect in store, which it's fine, do you know what I mean? 45 minutes to drive there, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it is annoying because I was sitting there thinking, well, you know, what happens if I can't get there in time? Do you know what I mean? Like, am I going to get this really late? Because I wanted to pick this up as soon as possible to make content. That's the whole point of why I've bought this advent calendar, is to, one, because I really wanted it, and two, because I wanted to make a video out of it, like, you know. Anyway, so I'm going to use some of their setting spray, Go the Distance setting spray. I'm just going to quickly... It tastes a bit salty. It's really nice, this setting spray. It's a really nice spray. It doesn't like spit all over your face. It's a really, really good setting spray. And also going back to the primer that I use, I really like this primer as well. I have to say, even with all the crap that I had to deal with P. Louise, their makeup itself is really good. It's just their customer service, which is awful. But we will get into that. I then went on to email them. Why have I received an email to say that I'm paying in installments? I paid for this all in one go. I don't want you guys taking another £240 out of my account twice. Not once, it was twice they were going to take it out. And then I was just like, and also as well, like, I think there was a glitch on the system so that I was unable to actually have this thing delivered to my address. And I remember, I don't have it, but I remember hearing it or watching it on a story or something like that from Paige. I'm just going to use this concealer. As I said, it's in 00. And it was one page saying that, you know, they've had an issue, a glitch on their system to do with ordering, but now that's fixed. So I was just like, okay, then obviously that's what happened to mine. So then I emailed them asking, one, can this be delivered to my address? And I had to put I gave them my address. And then two, why have I been set up for this like payment in installment thing? And then like, you know, I waited a few days because they never email you back straight away. You know, you've got to wait a couple of days. I got an email back from them saying, thanks for getting in contact with us, blah, blah, blah. You know, we've corrected your thing so that it's not going to be paid in installments. And that was it. So I was just like, okay, so what about the other thing? Like, what's happening with the other issue I was facing where you guys are not actually sending it to my address? So I resent the email again, like, you know, we have to send it like 50 million times. And then they messaged me back like a couple of days, yet again a couple of days later. Unfortunately, there's nothing that they can do about the fact that this is a store collection. If I want to fix the issue, I have to cancel my whole order and then reorder it again. And I was sitting there thinking, if I cancel my whole order, I'm gonna have to wait, what, 3 to 5 days for the money to come into my account, because the money never goes straight back into your account. So, and I'm not made of money. Like, I don't have like 200, especially that day. I get paid like 2 weeks after. You know, I'm not going to wait another 3 to 5 days for the money to come into my bank so that I can then order this thing again. Because what happens if it's sold out? The way that they were sort of saying about it made me kind of feel that it's going to sell out. And I believe I'm not the only one that felt like that. So anyway, let's carry on with doing this makeup because I'm going to get really caught up. I find it really hard to sit there talking about a story and doing my makeup at the same time. So now we're going to move on and use the Spoilt for Choice cream bronzer. Let's dip into here. I know I should use the P. Louise brushes, but like, because it's cream, I don't really want to. I use my this is just, where is this? I don't even know. This is just a Jessup brush. I don't know, I use it for my bronzers, as you can tell, but we're going to go in and we're going to dip in first of all, because I like to build it up very slowly. First of all, we're just going to dip into this colour over here, just to get the sort of initial shape that we're going to do. I'm just going to use my mirror, so bear with me. I kind of do bronzer and contour like at the same time. So yeah, let's slightly go back into the story. So obviously then I was just sitting there thinking to myself after they said that I can't do that. I'm not going to do anything about it, like forget it, like so what? I've got to go and collect this thing from the store. It's not the end of the world. It's a bit annoying, but you know, I can live with that. At least, like, you know, I only live 45 minutes away, so I can literally just jump in the car, drive up there, go and get it. It'd kind of be a nice experience maybe. I was kind of sitting there thinking, because I'm going to go and get this from store, maybe like I'll actually be able to go and see the store. I've never seen it, so in a way I kind of made myself a little bit excited about the fact that I would have to be going to P. Louise to collect my thing. At least they sorted out the thing, the issue that I was having, so that I didn't have them taking the money out of my account twice. You know, all sorted, kind of happy about it, not ridiculously happy, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Let's smudge this out a bit. So as I said to you ladies earlier, I am not a makeup artist. I kind of don't know what I'm doing when it comes to doing makeup. I just make it up. I've watched a load of videos and then, like, you know, that's as far as I've got. It smells well nice. And then I get my big puffy brush, because I always like this, and then go in and sort of smudge it all out with the brush. and then it kind of like disappears, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that everything then disappears. So now I go back in with this colour, Caramelted. Or the first colour I used was Biscuit Bestie. Now I'm going to go back in with Caramelted using the same brush, because why not? This is how I do my makeup. I never clean my brushes. I need to clean them more. And then I just do a smaller amount here. And then as I said, slowly build this up, going back over the similar places that I went to, but just a much lighter dabbing of what I did in the last time. You know, we want the nose to be invisible. No one should know that we have a nose. This cream bronzer is so nice. I love it. As I said, it smells really, really good. Now I'm going to go back and do the same thing. I just pat, and then one last colour, so that was Caramelted. And now I go in, which is insane, I don't know why, I like to do this, with Tiramisu Teas. This really, really dark colour, which is not for my skin complexion at all, but I like to use it. We just go in there with a tiny little bit, and then this is where I get my nice contour lines going. I just go in here, very, look at that, so light, really lightly, and then I'll just pat that in just using this brush. I won't go and use the big brush for this one, but do you see how there? So look at that side in comparison to that side. What do you girlies call it? Snatched. I don't think it's really snatched, but you know, for someone who's not a makeup artist, I'm quite happy. Oh no, did I use too much? Okay, we might have used a bit too much there. If that happens, I just wipe it on another thing that I'm not going to use. So here, and now I'm going to get a tiny little bit more of this Tiramisu Teas and under my nose, so slightly, and really gently under my lip. And now this one I will use the bigger brush. Just tap, 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 tap. So there we go. I have just done that. That is how I do my bronzer. I might go back in later and do a little bit more, but for now, that's where I leave that. So we've got some translucent powder. I'm just going to go in and just set this all down. Just pat it down there and everywhere else. Are you meant to put this all over your face? I have no idea. I just do. Otherwise I feel like my face is almost like a bit sticky, and I hate that. I hate sticky feeling anything. Like, oh, it's disgusting. Like sticky feeling gloss. So who likes that sticky gloss on there? And they put it on and their hair sort of sticks to it and they look like, you know, they have hairy lips. We had to set that all down, and I'm going to use a bit of setting spray now actually. I like to use excessive amounts of setting spray. And why does that taste like salt? It's got a saltiness to it. Is it sea salt in there? Who knows? Now we're going to go in with this cosmetic base. So I'm going to be leaning right in. My mirror is just here in front of me, and maybe I'm going to move it, or we're going to see it a little bit. We don't like that. There, so obviously I'm going to be looking at a different place for a moment, ladies and gents. We're going to test out this liquid base cream. I only had to use a little bit of it. And I'm using one of these brushes because I don't like using like my nice new LOVE Plouise brushes for anything else, especially like liquidy stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I know people say that you shouldn't hold your eyelid, but I'm 40 years old. I've been holding my eyelids forever. How do people do it without holding them? That's what confuses me. And I do my eyebrows like one of the last things I do. Some girls do their eyebrows first. I think that's like dedication. So this stuff, you saw a tiny little blip I put on. Look how far it goes, a long, long, long way. Here again, like I've said several times, LOVE makeup is really good. I believe it was made for like makeup artists, which I really love it. Their formula, the quality of it, it's really nice. So anyway, now we're gonna go into this one. This was day 25, the big book that had all of the colors in here. What colors do I want to do? I think I want to do some nice gold colors, or should I do pink? Let's do some pink colors. Let's do some pink. So I'm going to use the back page. Let's take off the look. So I haven't used this since I did swatches from the video. Let's get a couple brushes. I would tell you what number brushes I'm using, but it doesn't tell you what number brushes we're using, so I'm just going to show you. Let's start off. We're going to start off with this LOVE Plouise brush. Don't know what it is, but we're going to do it, and we're going to just dip really quickly into this nice light pink starry station. And I'm just going to put this on here as a nice sort of like, it's got a little bit of shimmer, which is nice, but as like a little base. Apparently when you do your eyeshadow, you're meant to hold the brush like quite far down and then like go in there. It feels really weird, I'm not gonna lie. This is how I do it, obviously, because I'm watching those videos, but it doesn't feel the most comfortable. It makes you want to like, you kind of want to hold the brush up closer. Anyway, so back to the P. Louise story. So as I was waiting for months, I waited for ages, I'm not even joking, like I planned to go on holiday in the end of October for my birthday with my other half. And then on like, it must have been about the week before, so let's say the 15th, just chucking a date out there, say around the 15th, maybe this 13th of October, I received an email from Royal Mail, not even from P. Louise, yeah, saying that your item's been dispatched. Boom. That was it. I was just like, what do you mean my item's been dispatched? Like, where have they sent this thing to? Like, what's happening here? And then I emailed them. I didn't really get a response as quickly as I wanted to. So I actually thought, you know what? Let me call them. I'm quickly just going to dip into this one, Trail of Destiny. This is such a nice pink colour. So yeah, anyway, so I thought I'll give them a call and then find out exactly what was happening with the calendar, because how come they can email me and be like, it's being dispatched? I was just like, what do you mean it's being dispatched? I don't even remember the address that I used. Like, obviously I did it to collect in store. Like, where are they sending this thing to? So anyway, I speak to them over the phone. I actually had a lady speak to me. She was quite helpful. She was just like, she checked into it and she said, okay, yeah, you're right, it is a bit strange. We've got it that you're meant to be collecting it in store, but also that it's being dispatched. Let me go back to, oh, it has a bit of like, is it kickback or whatever that's called? Like, it goes down here. So they're very dusty, these eyeshadows. But yeah, anyway, so she said to me she was going to look back into it and then she's going to give me an email back. No, she put me on hold and told me to just wait a minute. And I think I waited about 5-10 minutes. And then she came back to me and she said to me, like, yeah, we've checked it out. And because there was actually a glitch on the system, we've decided to send them all out to the people. And I was just like, okay, well, what address are you using? And they're like, oh, we're using your billing address. But the billing address that I had put down wasn't my full address. It wasn't the full correct address. And I had even emailed them in the past to say to them, please can you send it to this address? You know, I didn't put my apartment number down because, like, you know, I thought I had to go and collect it and I would be able to correct that later. I'm just dusting that off. There we go, it's a nice sort of pinky shade. Now we're going to go in quickly with, oh, I don't know, what one should I use? This one on this one. I'm going to use this one, Final Call. I think it was the one I swatched in the, I'm going to use this brush now. This was the one I swatched in the video when I did it. So pretty. This might be a better one to use on the finger. Let's try it with the brush on one side and then the finger on the other. So yeah, they were like, we're just going to send it to your billing address. And, you know, and I was just like to them, like, you could have emailed me and told me that you were going to send this to my address. When are you actually going to be dispatching it? Because I have no idea. I'm going away on holiday. I actually think it wasn't a week before. I think this was like 4 days before I was meant to be going on holiday. And as I said before then, I had not heard anything else about this whatsoever. Just send your customers an email and say to them, like, we're going to send this to your billing address. Can we please check it? Imagine if I had bought that for somebody else and it was a gift and they lived, like, you know, the other side of the country or something, and or my mum had bought, do you know what I mean, or I had bought it for my child and they did not live at the same address as me. I managed to actually go onto Royal Mail's website and in the notes add on that I actually needed this delivered to my actual address, like, and put the apartment number in. So on, I think it was like the Wednesday, I did actually receive this advent calendar. So I was quite pleased with that. Do you know what I mean? I received it before I was going away on holiday. Everything came through fine. I was well happy. I was like, yeah, it came through in the morning. I came home from work. I was so excited. And then I thought, let me make a video unboxing the whole thing so that I can put it on TikTok. Yeah, so the box came, I was really excited. Oh my god, I was actually so excited. If you go onto my TikTok, there's a video, it's called What the Fuzz as well. There's a video of me unboxing it and you can literally see the excitement of my life. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's here. So excited. And then I thought, like, you know, let's make this video unboxing it. I'd already watched some other videos of people unboxing theirs, so I knew that I needed the batteries, so I made sure I had the batteries and everything as well. My other half went out and got them for me. So anyway, I started unboxing it. Didn't realise how much you have to build this whole thing, so I was a bit shocked that you literally have to put the wheels on it, you have to stick it all together, there's these little things that stick, the pieces of material that go between the actual trains that you also have to put on. But you know, fine, whatever, we can just do that. I'm going to put it on. I'm not going to be moody or moany or anything like that. Should I try this little colour in the corner? I really like this. I think this is really pretty. I think I'm actually going to leave my eyeshadow, I'm just going to put a little bit more there. And then we're going to flick over to another page, and then we're going to go into this Better Together. This is on the first page, and just to do a little bit on the tops of, I need another brush. They're very nice and blendable, I won't deny that. Look how nicely that blends. Right, there we go. So we've done the eyeshadow colour. I'm just going to go back in with this pink brush that I was using and just sort of blend it out a little bit to just smudge those lines. So back to unboxing this thing. I was unboxing it, so I was so excited, and then I started lifting out the top, because it comes in separate boxes. So I actually started then lifting them out, because I was told that they're quite heavy, so I was just like, okay, just lift them out very carefully. And then I'm not even joking, as I started doing that, we're just going to go in with this eyebrow pencil now, which is Macchiato. I'm not very good at doing my eyebrows. I never know what I'm meant to be doing. Some people can get these really nice hairs going on. How the hell do they do that? I don't do that. I just colour them in at the end and then hope to pray to the gods that the rest looks okay. So as I was unboxing this thing and taking the bits of polystyrene out, I'm not joking, I lifted the first one out, the lid just fell off, the top of it just fell off, and I was just like, are you kidding me? Oh my days, the lid just fell off, the top of it just fell off the train. I was just like, this isn't meant to happen. And then I was just like, okay then, so that's just, whatever, one thing, just at least I have it recorded, so then I can, they can't say to me that I damaged it myself. You can't, because literally I was filming myself taking these things out of this box. So I got to the other thing, I started unboxing the other two carriages, and exactly the same thing kept happening. I'm not joking, the second one, the top fell off as I was taking it out. You can literally go onto my TikTok and you'll be able to see me unboxing this if you want to watch the video. It's on my TikTok. I might even link it in the description below if I'm able to do that. I'll have to find out. You can literally see, I think at one point I even start swearing, so I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, I can't believe that this happened. How annoying. I was kind of happy about, not happy, but bright side, at least I have all these products. So it's not the end of the world. I still have all of the makeup. It's nice, the makeup's amazing. Hopefully I'll be able to get a refund, because that's ridiculous. Cut a long story short, because I'm taking ages telling this story. I then took the whole thing out, put it all together, managed to get it all together, stuck the wheels on and everything. And I was like, right, time to put the batteries in. Well excited. And you can see on my video, I'm going to do the middle section, because I was just like, it's easier for you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. This is the easiest one. I'm not having to move the train around a lot. So I had to find this little tiny screwdriver, because it doesn't come with the screwdriver that you need to use, which, fair enough, doesn't come with the screwdriver. Imagine if you bought stuff from IKEA and they didn't give you the Allen keys and all the equipment that you needed to do with it, but whatever. This thing cost me £240 and I had to put it together myself. Yet again, whatever. We can deal with that. It wouldn't unscrew. I'm not joking. I could not get it to unscrew. It's like these little screws were glued in. And you know what? I just have to say this. I'm not an idiot, yeah? My dad is a builder. When I was growing up, I never used to play mummies and daddies and things like that. I used to play builders and electricians. I used to always try and take things apart and put them back together. I'm a very practical person. I can do basic plumbing. I can do basic electrics. My dad taught me how to do some mechanic things. I can change a tire and that. So I'm not like your typical girly girl. Yeah, I love makeup. I love pink. But my dad basically raised me as a son. I think he was quite sad. He had 3 daughters and I was the third one. So he was just like, you're going to be the boy. which is good. I love it. I love the fact that he taught me all the things that I did. But like, you know, I'm not an idiot. I know what a Phillips screwdriver is. It's the one with the cross, if you didn't know. That's the little screwdriver you needed to do for the screws. By the time I was trying to unscrew it, the little crosses had completely gone and you could not do anything. I even tried to use, like, you know, they have like 5-minute crafts, which are like awful, but they're like, get a rubber band and put the rubber band in and think if it loses the thread. Did not work. I only managed to get the batteries in the first carriage, and that was it. That's why when you watch my videos, you'll see only the first carriage is lit. The other carriages are not lit. So I was just like, okay. Frustrating. I tell you now, frustrating is not the word. I'm very frustrated by this time. But I was just like, so what? Let's just move on. Let's move on here as well. Let's go into the brush palette. These are the beautiful blush colours. I love them. They're well nice. As you can tell, I've got my blush brush. Actually, I'm going to use my different one. This one I'm going to use instead. It's just a normal brush palette. It's just a normal brush, not a P. Louise one. We're going to go in with this colour here. It doesn't have a name. It's sort of like a nice pink. It actually looks a brighter pink in real life. And then we can start patting. I was then writing, I thought, let me write them an email, you know. I've just got to write them an email and explain to them what's happened. Said to them, like, you know, the makeup itself is fantastic. I've opened it, I've used it because I made a video. Oh, that was it. Also as well, the front of the train is like these little, like with the choo-choo bits, yeah. It has like these two little things. One of them was broken, like you could, this little thing was flapping off and I was just like, what is this? So it seemed to be, and then going back to how the 3 roofs, like the roofs of them, that like the tops of them that weren't stuck on, they were literally just stuck on with tape, and this would just, it was literally just coming off. So I was just like, well, irritated with that as well. I actually said to them that I can send them the video of me unboxing it so they can see exactly what the problem was with it. Then they did actually email me back, and this is when I started to get really irritated. I sent some whole ass email, and the guy, I say guy, I think his name is Callum. I don't know, I can't remember the name of the person, but they then messaged me back and was just like, I'm just gonna, I like to just dull it out a little bit with the big brush because I find it's really, otherwise it's too much. I'm just going to go in again and do another little layer. Got the plastic in the way. Yeah, he turned around and went on to email me back to tell me that the train requires batteries and I have to put batteries into it. And I was sitting there thinking, are you kidding me? Like, I actually explained in the email that I had put the batteries in and I couldn't unscrew the screws because it seems like they were stuck in with glue, and now the thread has gone or the cross has gone so that I can't actually physically unscrew. Like, are they not listening to what I'm saying? Like, oh, really irritated. I had to email them. These emails went back and forth for, like, I'm not even joking, like a week. It took a week for me to not even get sorted, but almost sorted. Now this is my trick here, just to go to the blush, because someone was asking me, how do I get the blush not so? Because obviously it looks quite bright, it's much brighter in real life. What I do is the brush that I used for my bronzer, I just kind of tap back over it with this brush. I don't add any more, but I just kind of tap over that, because then I find it puts it all back in, and then I tap down with the big puffy brush that I use to, like, basically wipe my makeup off. So, and then I find, so you notice it kind of just like pushes everything in to the skin, which I think looks really nice. And then again, as I said, I use a lot of setting spray. I like to set quite a lot of the time, and then I'll just sit here and kind of leave this to dry before we move on to the next bits. And this is where I'm going to try and finish off this story. So what then happened? I then sent another email explaining that, you know, like I got a bit annoyed by this point, I'm not gonna lie. I turned around and I said to them, I was just like, I'm not an idiot. Like, I do know how to put batteries into something, and if you'd already read my email, this is the thing. And then when they emailed me back, even though I had said to them many times, like, all I want, I don't want the makeup again. I'm happy with the makeup. Like, the makeup is absolutely perfect, but I want to be able to send back the empty train and get a train that works. Oh, I forgot to tell you as well, his solution to the top, to the lids, was that, you know, we can send you tape. They wanted to send me tape for £240 advent calendar. They wanted me to send me tape so that I could stick the roofs back on to the advent calendar myself. He didn't mention anything else about the batteries. He just said to me that I have to put batteries into it, which obviously was when I got annoyed because I've already done that. When they then replied back to me again afterwards, they had changed the subject of the email that I had originally put as like, you know, damaged train or whatever it was, or issues with train, to missing items. I was just like, there are no missing items. And I even said that when I emailed them back. I was just like, hold on, why is this being changed to missing items? There is no missing. I've never once said that there are items missing. Everything has been received fine. It's just the train does not work. And I'm sorry, I didn't just buy this for the makeup. I bought it for the train as well. The train's really nice. I have other plans for this train. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, we didn't just buy it for that. It was the train. It's about to go around the Christmas tree with the lights on. I was going to reuse it as a different advent calendar. My other half was going to fill up all the numbers with new things. I was well excited. Like, oh, it's going to be perfect. They turned around and said to me that I can send them back the train. So I was just like, okay then, perfect. But that's all she said to me. You can send back the train. So I then emailed them back because I was just like, well, hold on a minute. They never specified that I can send them back just the empty train. I was just like, I'm not going to send them back the train. I've used the makeup. Like, I don't want I don't want new makeup, and I don't want a second train. I just want them to take their train back and send me a new train. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to scam anyone out of a secondary train or anything like that. I just want what I paid for, and I want it to work. And then she emailed me back and she was just like, well, because you've used the products inside, there's nothing that we can do. We can't offer you a refund. And this was like a week after starting this conversation with this company, after I'd clearly said to them many times, I had used this makeup, I just want to send back the empty train. And then by the end of this, the whole time I'd actually been quite polite. Right, so let's put a little bit of this. What colour should I use? I think I'm going to use this colour. It's a little bit more pinky. A little bit of the Magic Moments Glitter Liner Duo. So we're going to just put some of this on as well. I can't even see it. Maybe if I put black on and then this on, but you know what? We're just using these products. So you know what? Oh well. And it did come with false eyelashes, but like, I don't necessarily like to use false eyelashes. I think I have quite nice eyelashes on their own. So anyway, I sent them back some long ass email. I was really, really annoyed. By this time, I was just like, get one of your managers to call me now. This is utterly insane. I've been saying to you for a week that I've already used this makeup, and you have never mentioned this to me before. Why is this all of a sudden? It's clear that you don't even read my emails. I mentioned to them that, like, you know, how I had they had changed the name of the subject that I hadn't even changed, like turning around and calling, like, making out that I'm an idiot and I don't know how to put batteries in something when I clearly said I put batteries in it. Like, I just went in. I went in at that last email. I was so fed up. I turned around and said to them that if they don't sort this problem out, I'm going to take the broken train down to Louise and ask them, while recording it, to put the new batteries in, because I was really annoyed by this time. Their customer service really, really wound me up so much. And then thankfully, a few days, I had to wait days. Every single time you have to wait like 2 or 3 days. But they did send me an email to say to me, right, we have checked everything out. You are able to send us the empty box back. I think because I turned around and said to them I was going to go in store and make a video about it, I would have made a scene. Like, I'm not joking. Like, even now making this video, I bet you they're never going to come and say to me, oh, can you be one of our PR people? I would have loved it. But probably not anymore. I probably destroyed that. But you know, oh well, I've got to tell the truth. I can't sit there and not explain what actually happened. Do you know what I mean? So we're gonna go into the highlight here. This is their makeup. Their makeup is really nice though. I do have to say, their makeup themselves is really pretty. I think I'm gonna go into this shade here because it's like, I don't really want to go something too gold. And then we're just gonna go here. Oh, that's really good. That is absolutely gorgeous. Get some on my massive nose. After all of that, they messaged me back and was just like, yes, you can send us back the empty box. We will replace it. Here is the link. So now I've sent back the advent calendar. That has now been sent back to them. I checked on the Royal Mail. So they received it 5 days ago. And I have impatiently messaged them again and sort of just said to them, like, you know, what is happening. Now we're going to use some of their lip liner, Mary Mauve. I sent it back to them days ago, like, and it took, I think, about 4 days for them to receive it, even though it was 48-hour tracked. They've received it. 5 days, I've heard nothing, and that's fine. That's fine. I understand. Maybe they've got a lot of stock. They've got a lot of things to deal with, but still, like, they could have done something else. I'm just going to do this little thing. I saw, what is it? Another makeup artist. I'm not a makeup artist. Just hit a little. This is that eyebrow pencil. This here, I forgot to do it earlier, just to give, like, look, can you see how that is just giving my lip a little bit of, it looks like it's comes out a little bit more. I think it's a really pretty thing to do. I really like that. So yeah, I forgot to do that. So there we go, using their lip liner. And as I said, they haven't actually messaged me back or anything to say anything about anything. I do not know what is happening with my advent calendar, so I have emailed them and just asked them for an update to see what is happening with it. I'm just waiting for them to reply, but I wanted to tell you guys the story so far of what happened and the fiascos. We're going to use the mascara that came with the Frozen Fix. It's the mascara that came with advent calendar. So let's try this one, and you can see if I need to put false eyelashes on. I really don't like using them. I find them really uncomfortable. I think my eyelashes, they're nice enough as it is, you know what I mean? It gives it a nice natural look. We all pull this silly face when we do mascara, you know, we're like, why? Is it the concentration mascara face? So yeah, that's the story of my P. Louise. Not even finished yet, not even finished yet. And I know that they have been dealing with a lot. They have a lot of issues. They've had a lot of other people complaining. You know, they ordered their advent calendars on the 31st of July during the P. Louise festival, and they were told that they're going to get them before, and they never received them. And apparently there's actually things that say on the if your train comes broken or something like that, they're not going to replace it. If the train comes broken, yeah, I'm sorry, they should replace it. It's £240. We've all paid a lot of money for it. You should be able to get a replacement. If you sat there and broken all the makeup yourself, or like whatever, then if you're saying that the makeup's been damaged, I want to replace the makeup, and you've used it, then fair enough, you can't. If your train is broken, or if the makeup comes damaged and you can send it back showing that the makeup's been damaged in transit, they should accept it. I think it's a bit out of order, considering, like, it's a lot of money for an advent calendar. Like, I got the John Lewis advent calendar as well. Like, fair enough, it's not necessarily all makeup, it's a lot of skincare. Yeah, it's a lot of skincare, but that was £195, and that was really a nice advent calendar. I really like that advent calendar. It's really, really good. There we go. Now just finishing. I forgot to take this out earlier. This is the Milk and Cookies Dreamy and Creamy. This stuff is amazing. I know people go on about the Bad Bitches. I like them, but this is so much better. It makes your lips so much nicer. I really like the formula. They don't really give you a lipstick, so it's quite natural. I know the eyeshadow is a bit over the top, but, like, as I said, I don't really like using false eyelashes. So yeah, final touches. This is the end result of the makeup with P. Louise advent calendar of 2024, plus all of the craziness that I had to endure, and I'm still enduring. But once I receive the train, I will make a video of me unboxing the train and re-putting it together. So fingers crossed. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and listening to my mini rant. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted for more videos, and thank you. Bye.